Ed, once again, I think this is the third time Illinois' firearm owner ID, the FOID card, has been declared unconstitutional and wrong by a court. There's some nuances here, but the big question is, do you think Illinois lawmakers will do anything?
I mean, I hope so. We all hope so, but it's from what, 67, something like 1967,
right,
right before the Gun Control Act of 68. This is from a time when a lot of forces in the government were saying, we don't, to hell with your Constitution. We know that you say you've got a right, but listen, the country's on fire. The Black Panthers are having running gun battles in the street with the police. We have to get a handle on this. To which constitutionally minded persons of all stripes said, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, hang on a minute
you
here.
So wait a second. You're going to make me buy the license that says I now have a license to exercise one of my fundamental rights as an American, as a human?
Yeah.
No, we're not going to do this. To which Illinois said, the hell we're not.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Charged right forward, and we're still doing it now.
And it's still in place. And truly, all it is a list so that Illinois state politicians know which houses to go to when they decide they want to confiscate all the guns. That's all a FOID card is.
And even though these teams have retrieved thousands of illicit FOID cards and the guns of those no longer entitled to own them, tonight Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart says 84,000 people with revoked FOID cards and possibly their guns are still out there.
But the case that we're talking about, this judge in White County, Illinois, says that the FOID card requirement, a woman was being stalked and harassed by her estranged husband. She had a single shot .22. The husband filed a false police report saying she brandished the gun and fired it at him. Police showed up. The gun had not been fired. And guess what they found out? She didn't have a FOID card. Well, the judge ruled that you don't have to have a FOID card to keep a gun in your home, to possess a gun in your home. That's the extent of this current order, but hopefully it will start some dominoes falling and people will realize how foolish and unconstitutional the FOID card is. But the FOID card is the rules around it are so intense, you can't even go into a gun shop in Illinois and look at a gun, hold it, take it, pull it close to you, embrace it, if you don't have a FOID card. And for the folks in Illinois, and when I say folks, I don't mean the good folks like us who own guns. For the anti-gun politicians in Illinois, they're using this FOID card as a barrier to entry. It is just another hurdle you have to jump over before you can go and get a gun.
Well, and people throw some pretty ugly analogies around. People throw around terms like poll tax. Mm-hmm. People throw around terms that make you remember some other violations of civil rights in this country that when you lay them side by side seem awfully familiar. Why are you putting all of these hurdles in the way between me and exercising one of my fundamental rights?
Yeah.
What's up? What are you doing here?
What are you thinking about, folks in Illinois? So I am hoping that, once again, the Bruin decision was not the end. It is the start of everything, because now there's going to be more and more attacks on gun ownership. But part of the Bruin decision is what's helping push this thing along, this opposition to the FOID card in Illinois. So I'm just hoping that gun owners are waking up, especially in Illinois and especially all over the country, to become politically active again. I know everyone says, well, the NRA is the most powerful lobby in the world, and okay, but gun owners still need to vote. They still need to voice their displeasure, and the people of Illinois need to stand up and say, wait a minute. I shouldn't have to pay a $10 fee to get a card that allows me to use my constitutional rights.
And various departments of natural resources are at least open about it. I've been in some states where if I want to go hunting or fishing, they say, first you have to buy our $22 license to buy a license. You know,
yeah,
like, okay,
that's
you want more
their
money.
general hunting license, and then the specific.
Right.
Yeah.
But to say that in order to go into a gun shop where if I want to buy a firearm, they're going to ask for my driver's license, and then they're going to run a background check with the 4473, at least be open about it and just say, yeah, well, have we not met? I'm Illinois, and I like ripping people off and taking more money than other states take from them. Even that would be better. than the way that they're running it now. And this is state court, and everything that happens in state court is going to go very slowly. And if it ever gets to the Supreme Court, it's going to be a few years from now. But wonderful first step.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to see this first step being made, and hopefully that it's just not Chicago and the surrounding suburbs that are once again guiding all of Illinois, because that's, Cook County, they're the ones pushing these anti-gun laws. And the FOID card has done nothing to reduce crime in Illinois ever. So I don't know why people think it's a good thing. Hey, before you go, let me ask you, are you breaking these gun laws without even knowing it? Get a free concealed carry map that reveals the gun laws in your state and the states you might be traveling to. Click the link in the description below to check it out.